Welcome to Free to Cook. In this episode we're going to be cooking twice baked potatoes. These potatoes are the perfect side dish to a beautiful roast dinner. They're the perfect mix of roast and mashed potatoes. To start off with, we want to choose potatoes that have a high starch content and are round with a nice flat bottom. Take your potatoes and using a fork poke holes into the skin. This will help the potatoes to breathe while cooking. Set up your barbecue for indirect cooking. I'm using clean heat charcoal. It burns nice and hot and for a really long time. Have the barbecue sitting at around 350 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius. Place the potatoes opposite the charcoal. Cook the potatoes for 1 hour or until they're close to fork tender. After an hour, remove the potatoes from the barbecue. Slice off the top of the potato. Make sure it's wide enough so you can spoon out the insides. As you might have guessed, next using a spoon, scoop out the top of the potato followed by the bottom. Once the potato is spooned out, place the top half inside the bottom half. Follow these steps for the rest of the potatoes. Now to making the mash. Add 3 knobs of butter to the bowl. Using a fork, mash the potatoes. Because it's still nice and hot, the butter will melt as you mash the potatoes. Now we want to add some flavour to this mash. Add a handful of grated cheddar cheese. Season with salt and pepper. I'm using G-Fresh's great range of dried herbs and spices. Then add a tablespoon and a half of sour cream. Finally add some chopped garlic chives. Plain chives will do the job too. Sometimes when adding herbs such as chives to a dish, I find it easier to use scissors. I know it's a massive sin, but it's a great trick. Mash it all together. Lay out all the potatoes before spooning in our beautiful creamy mash. By placing the top half into the bottom half, this has helped lift our mash and made it look even more impressive. Fill them until they're overflowing. Using a fork, rough up the mash. By doing this, it'll help create a nice crust on the potatoes. Place the potatoes back into the barbecue or even the oven for another 25 to 30 minutes. Once the top is browned and nice and crispy, they're ready to go. There you have it, twice baked potatoes. These potatoes are the perfect side to a beautiful roast dinner. The thing I love about these potatoes is they're the perfect blend between roast and mashed potatoes. If you found this recipe helpful, don't forget to share it, subscribe to the channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and if you have any recipe suggestions, leave them in the comments.